Okay then, so we successfully loaded all the feeds what we needed. So now what we need to do, so it's loading, it's having this load assigned perfectly, that's fit perfectly. Then what we need to do is actually we need to fix this feed design. So first let's fix this feed design, then we'll come over here and it's simply loading. So to avoid that, what we can say, we'll pass a message prop loading your feeds, like that. Oh, logging, not loading, loading your feeds. Now that will display the loading your feeds message over there, and let's start customizing our feeds. Okay, so for this feeds, if you have a look at it, it's having this nice grid over here and it's completely responsive. So for that, I'm going to use the simple grid from the Chakra UI, and this is the complete responsive. So if you go to the auto responsive grid, this is the responsive grid. We are going to use this particular grid. So let me copy it from here and go to our written feed.jsx, paste it here. So that's going to, let's import this one and let's import this box because it will throw us an error otherwise. Save the changes. Now let's go ahead and let's have a look what we having. Look at that, it's having this particular we having a very specific problem here. Let's have a look at it. What's the problem with that? Let me expand it. Actually our feed, this is container, this is feed component. So it's not taking the complete length. I need to figure it out why it's not taking the complete width. Let's go back to our home.feed, where it is home.jsx, and I think the problem is let's fix this. Let's see what is the problem. I'm not okay, that's not this the problem. 95%, this is the problem, or actually it's not a problem. Justify the content, we'll see justify the content in the center and align the items in the center, and padding px is equals, we'll try to figure it out what's the problem, px4. Okay, now it's taking full length, but what's the problem with this? This is not coming in a straight line. Why? Inspect elements. Okay, so now that's in a straight way, and let's go here and go to our feed, simple grid. I think it's not taking the full width. Maybe we'll write the width over here. Width is equals, take whatever the parent width, take the full width from there. Let's see. I hope it should work now. Look at that. So we fixed it. So I thought that's the problem. So this is the simple grid is not taken the full width. Okay, cool. Now if I change it to responsive mode, see here, it's working perfectly fine. Okay, fine. Let's go back, and instead of having these boxes, delete it. I don't want any box. And then instead of the minimum child width, I'm going to use it 300 pixels. 300 pixels. Okay, and then it should automatically align the column, auto columns. So always take the maximum content length, whatever the content we're having. Here it's saying 300 pixels. That means if it is possible for 4 column means how many? If it is 1200 pixel means it can go for 4 columns. If it is 1600 means it can go for 5 columns. So it always focus on the maximum content over there. And the spacing, I don't need 40 pixels of spacing between them. So all I need 15 pixels is enough. Okay, Then inside this padding, I'm just adding a padding for it, 2 pixels padding, and overflow is hidden. Okay, so currently nothing will be there. Now we need to render the feed. If there is a feed, we need to render the feed. Okay, so open it. So feeds, if there is a feeds, and feeds dot map, open a bracket, data, open this is open the functional bracket. This is a component bracket. We are not going to render a function, it's a component. We are going to render a complete component. Inside this, we are going to render each and every video pin. Okay, that's what we're having over here, the video pin. We are going to render the video pin over here. So video pin slash, this will takes the key is equals to we will get the ID from the data, so data.id will be the key, and the maximum width it should take max width it should take only 420 pixels, and height is equals 80 pixels. Let's see what's happening right now. So look at that, we're having pin, because currently we're having only one pin over there. Let me check if I add one more video. So I'm just giving some title, let's say rain, and let's go to, this is the nature location, click here, and let me upload this rain video. It's uploading, loading, and let me type some good comments over here. This is let me copy some data from internet regarding rain, where I can copy. What is the full meaning of rain? Okay, copy this and paste it here. This is going to be bold, heading 1, rain, unwanted spaces deleted, and this is going to be heading 2. Okay, so now our video is uploaded and it's loading. Cool. And if I click upload, and this will be upload, look at that, now we're having the 2 videos over here. Cool, right? 2 video pin, because we have 2 different videos, that's why it's showing 2 video pins. So let's go ahead and customize it. Let's go back to the video pin where what we created, and now we are going to customize it. Okay, so first what we need to do is we create a flex for it to bring the details. So flex box, and that's a flex box, it's coming from Chakra UI. Okay, and justify the content, everything inside here, that's a space between, and then align the items, everything in the center, and then direction of it, it's going to be flex direction, it's going to be column, and cursor, it's going to be pointer, and shadow, it's going to be G. And even when I hover over it, I need to get the shadow is going to be Excel, and rounded, medium rounded, short, and we don't need the short edges. So overflow, it's going to be hidden. Oops, my bad. Hidden. Then position is going to be a relative position. Maximum width, it's going to be 300 pixels. Save the changes. Now let's go ahead and see what we have. Nothing, because there is no background color. So let me give some BG, let's say gray, 200. Let's see what we have. Nothing. Why it's not coming? Nothing. Okay, it's not coming because it doesn't have any width and height. Come on, say the changes. Let's go here and check. Look at that. So now we have something. So we're having that pin and pin color background something. Okay, right. So we don't need to worry about this over here, right? Delete it. Okay, so inside here now I need to load the video, right? So we need to load the video. So whenever the user clicks the video, it should take the user to somewhere. So link, this link is coming from router dot, okay, React router dot to where it needs to take. For the time being, I'm just giving an empty string. Later I'll show you where it's need to take that particular thing. Okay, so let's say video, it's going to be a video tag, and it's a self-closing video tag. Okay, so source is equals, what is the source? Source is actually coming from our feed, because here we are getting the data. We need to pass the data into as a prop for our data. Copy it, go here and pass it, destructure that data over here, and we need to use that data in here, data dot, what is our video URL. So copy this, this is what we are going to load in our application. So go back here and paste it here, video URL. Okay, and this, it should be muted, it should not play. Now if you go back here, it's loading that video. Look at that. So our video is successfully loaded. Okay, so I don't need the background color anymore, so that will give some noise. Cool. So now we have that video, and all we have to do, what we need to do, we need to when I hover over it, it should start playing. To do that, what you need to do is, we have two different events for our video. One is on mouse over. On mouse over, it will trigger an event that e.target.play. It's going to play. Once that on mouse out, where is the out? On mouse out, it will return another function. In that case, it's going to return an event, and that it's going to be e.target.pass. Okay. So now if I go here, if I hover over it, it started playing. Look at that, it's playing now. When I release it, it stopped. Cool, right? Wow, it's working good. So then what we need to do over here, we are having these two informations, that the ID of it, and it's having this user picture, and it's having that moments user, that means that detail when it gets uploaded. That's what we need to fix it. So let's go ahead, and then right after this link tag, I'm going to create one more flex box. So flex, and this flex is going to be position, absolute position. Okay, and it should be in the bottom only, bottom 0, left 0, padding 2, and BG, because when the color is changing, it's need to change, right? So I'm going to do the dynamic color. We are going to change this by dynamically. So I'm going to copy the BG and text color, which we are already having dynamic color code, what we are having here. Copy this, and I'm going to paste it in here. Paste it, and let me import use color mode. Use the color mode, and we need to import the color value. Import both from the Chakra React, and we don't need the toggle color mode, so delete it. And instead of this color, I'm going to change the color to different colors. Instead of that, I'm going to bring black alpha 700 and gray 900. Okay, and the text mode, we need the text color also, so let's bring the text color. So text color is going to be gray 100, no changes in that. So now I'll supply that bg over here. So that will take care of whenever you're toggling from normal mode to another mode. And it should take the width 100%, width full, whatever the length it is, take it, and direction it's going to be column. Okay, so inside this flex box we are going to create one more flex box. This is to display the name and the user details, and another one, it's going to have two divisions. If you have a look over here, it's having two divisions. One is for these and another one division is for this. So that's what we are creating here inside this flex box, and this is going to take the width full. Okay, and justify the content space between, and align items center. Inside here I need to fetch the text title first, so display that I'm going to use the text from Chakra UI, and I'm going to display the data.title. That's what we are having in our that's what we're having in our feed. Then color, text color should change according to this text color object, and is truncated. Is nothing but in case if the text length is too big, it will automatically add the dot at the end of the title. For that only, font size is equals 20 pixels. Save the changes. Let's go here and look at that. We have our title over here, so that's good, right? So next we need to bring the user picture, who created it. After here we are loading the image, self-closing tag, and this image is going to say take the source is going to be we need to fetch the user informations from the we need to fetch the user information, right? So user information should be who posted that video, right? It's that user picture should from the who posted that video. So inside this, if you go here inside that video tag, if you have a look at it, we're having that user ID. Using this user ID, we are going to fetch it from the user collection. So that's what we are going to do next. Okay, so let's get the user, we'll pass the user ID to that, we'll collect that information from that collection. So that's what we are going to do next.